What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here. Welcome to another episode of the Jack That's for Life vlog, where I take you along behind the scenes with me, sharing every meal I ate for the day, footage from my training, as well as some insights into my training programming, advanced training techniques I'm incorporating this month, just some insights into how I execute each of my movements, just all that good stuff, as well as my overall active lifestyle. We've got a fun adventure coming at you once again today. You're going to want to see this all the way through to the end. We are going to be having a blast. I appreciate you sharing this experience with me. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Helps out the channel a big deal. I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section a little below. So please be sure to share your thoughts, insights, feedback, and your own personal experiences, what you've been going through this week, any mini victories, challenges you've been facing, anything you'd like me to cover in upcoming videos. Let's get to this fun day. Enjoy the footage. Woke up at 5:30 a.m. onto my second cup of coffee right now. I just finished my journaling practice first thing in the morning. So I'm telling you guys, this has been a game changer for me. I know a lot of coaches kind of poo-poo the idea of who's got time to write in a gratitude journal and meditate and all this. It has been a freaking game changer for me. So it takes like 15 minutes total at the most. So I'm writing out what I'm grateful for in regards to my energy, what brought me energy yesterday, grateful for things that happen with my work, and grateful for things that happen in regards to love in my life. And then 3 people that I'm grateful for. And then my life's purpose. I write that out as a reminder of what drives me each and every day. I write out my personal identity statement. I call the best version of myself Great Scott. It just brings a smile to my face. I keep picturing the dude, Christopher, driving me crazy. The guy from Back to the Future. Great Scott. It's just, so I smile when I think it, but Great Scott is the best version of myself that I continue to call upon to give the best of myself to each and every day. I then write down 3 things I did well yesterday, and then what I need to improve upon today, what I'm going to improve upon today. And then my number 1 personal goal, my number 1 business goal, my number 1 fitness goal. So I write those out. It's just a great way to start my day in a positive mindset with a mindset of gratitude and thankfulness for everything that I got going on in my life. I've got a jam-packed day here, so much going on that I could just immerse myself in the stress of everything I need to get done today. But instead I'm beginning my day with freaking things are kicking ass, absolutely loving it. Really enjoying my coffee here, the French press, just a little bit of unsweetened almond and coconut milk. Again, just another fantastic start to my day. So typically I would wake up, turn on the television, see what the weather's like, get wrapped up in the news, and that's just a waste of my time. I haven't been watching the news for the past 2 weeks, and it feels so good to just dive into my book here, my gratitude journal. And I know I could wake up a little bit later and just hurry up and rush through the day, like get right into work and all that and get ready for the day, but again, just 15 minutes is a game changer for me. Highly encourage you to do it. Highly encourage you to check out the Optimize website there, or the app to Optimize with Brian. I'm going to include a link down below. It's just been listening to those audios, listening to them in the shower, listening to them in the car, just filling my mind with growth-minded material, information that's just helping me become the best version of myself. It's free. There's free stuff on there. I mean, I'm in the coaching program, which is a paid program, I think $300 for a 300-day program, and I think there's some other paid stuff in there, but the free resource, game changer, guys. That's what I started with for the first month of December, and have absolutely been loving it. So highly encourage, again, link down below in the description. Let's get on with the day. Chief and I just got in from a gorgeous morning walk. It is so calm out there, and it's warmed up a bit the past couple of days. We went through a really freaking cold spell out there. So it's really cool to see the ice build up out there. And like as it's thawing right now, it seems to build up even more as the flow of the Lake St. Clair kind of pushes some of the ice into the shore here. Just really, like, one of the thoughts that went through my mind during my walk, as I'm trying not to think during my walk, to be very present and grounded in the moment, just to be really aware of my surroundings, to have a deep appreciation and sense of gratitude for all that's around me, is that I really need to slow down to do more, if that makes sense. Like slowing down in the sense that like a lot of times it's very easy for me to, while I'm walking, to think of what needs to get done today and think of video topics and post topics and what I want to share with my clients, what I want to share in the Jack After 40 Club. But what's most important to me, to get the most out of my experience during the walk, like I walk because I freaking love nature. I love the outdoors. And if I'm thinking of work, it's like I'm working while I'm out there and I'm missing out on what brings the greatest joy to my life. So by focusing, by doing less, by slowing down and being present in the moment, I'm getting more done. I'm getting more joy out of that experience. Same comes when you're working out. I've had a couple conversations with clients this week where they mentioned during their workouts, they're just always thinking of things that they have to do. They're not focused on their training. They're just focused on the rest of their day. And they're not getting the most out of their workout. So you get more bang for your buck from your training when you avoid those distractions. You be present in the moment. You really soak up that experience. That can be said for everything. When you're doing your work, do focused work. Don't think about something that you heard on the news or that you saw on social media. Just focus on your work and being most productive. Right now, I'm going to be most productive by enjoying my breakfast shake each and every day. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk this morning, an assload of spinach, a banana, a scoop of protein powder, and a tablespoon of premium raw black maca powder from the Maca team. Link down below in the description to optimize your male hormone health. I'm scarfing down my second meal. I almost forgot to record this footage, so I've already eaten my 4 free-range eggs from my friend's local farm here, along with some mixed veggies where I sprinkle a little bit of pink Himalayan salt on there, some ground black pepper. Now I'm on to my oats and berries here. So I've got a 2/3 cup of oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and a tablespoon of premium raw black maca powder. So what I do with this is I put in the 2/3 cup of oats, I put it on my scale. It's easy enough. It's the same as just pouring it in there. So measure out the 2/3 cups, measure out the 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. I fill it with some water just to the top of the oats there, just covering a little bit of the berries, and I put it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. It's the way I like it. Today's actually just a little bit runnier than I typically have it. Sometimes I'll add the morning motivator in here, gives it some extra flavor if I'm not going to add it to my Greek yogurt afterwards. Sometimes I'll add a scoop of protein powder to it. Just depends on whether I'm fat loss mode, maintenance mode, muscle building mode, or just what I'm consuming for the rest of the day to fit my calorie target. I'm not really tracking all that much right now just because I eat a lot of the same stuff each and every day. So I'm going to enjoy this. It has been an incredibly productive morning so far. So I've done a lot of client programming. I've really engaged a great deal in the Jack After 40 Club this morning. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in there. Edited this week's Jack After 40 podcast and did some work on my own personal self-growth. So it has been incredibly productive start to the day already. Ready to get back at it as soon as I devour this. It has been an incredibly productive day so far. Laser focused, in the zone, absolutely freaking thriving. I'm gonna put the head out the door, get my workout in at my parents' house, get on with an adventure with them and with Chief. So I have packed my third meal, my post-workout meal. I've got 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, 260 grams plain Greek yogurt, and a tablespoon of the morning motivator from the Maca team. It's got 10 grams of maca in there, a blend of yellow, red, and black maca, some raw cacao powder, raw coconut sugar, raw mesquite, and raw lucuma. Again, incredible for optimizing our male hormone health, and it tastes absolutely freaking delicious. So how I prepare this, Chris was asking me, Chris Rocco, in a recent YouTube video. So what I do is I take the frozen mixed berries, I put them in a bowl, I stick them in the microwave for a minute to thaw. I add in the 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, then a tablespoon of morning motivator or black maca powder depending on the day, and I just stir it around, mix it in with a spoon, and then I enjoy it. So that's how I devour this. I'm really looking forward to that, but really looking forward to getting you this training footage coming at you right now. Just finished a freaking awesome leg workout here in my parents' basement where it all began. Cinder block walls. I can picture posters of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and of course, chicks with bikinis on the wall here. And played all the old school music that I used to listen to. A lot of the old hip hop, rap, a lot of LL Cool J. Just some great stuff. So getting a great pump on right now while the gyms are still in lockdown. I got one workout in at home. So right now I'm playing some footage from from my training this week as I talk about my training split, some of the insights, what goes through my mind during my workouts here. So the current training split that we're following in the Jacked After 40 Club is a 6 workout plan. I'm following it 4 days per week. Some members are following it 5 days per week. Some are following it 6 days per week. So it's all a matter of what suits your lifestyle best, how you recover the best, and just brings the greatest joy to your life. So the way the split is laid out is workout number 1 is chest with a bit of back. Workout number 2 is quadriceps with a little bit of hamstrings. Workout number 3 is shoulders with a bit of arms. Workout number 4, hamstrings with a bit of quads. Workout number 5 is back with a bit of chest. Workout number 6 is arms with a bit of shoulders. So following that punish and prod approach that I find works best for us men over 40, where you challenge the muscles with more sets in one workout, and then a few days later you're working it again just lightly. You're just stimulating those muscles. I find it helps speed up recovery. It's just a great approach overall, and I find really works well for me. So the way it's laid out this week for me, I began with the hamstring workout with a little bit of quads. I've mostly been lately using the seated hamstring machine, seated leg curl at the gym here at my parents' place. They got the lying leg curl down there, and so it's been a little while since I've used that. Really focused on kind of driving my hips into the bench there. Notice that the butt looks like it's coming up. It's just the muscles contracting. There's not like a gap between my hips and the bench. I used to really focus on like lifting my shoulders up off the bench, having an arch in my lower back. I just find that hasn't been helpful to me. If anything, kind of I think aggravates my lower back more than anything nowadays. So taking a different approach, staying lying down. But yeah, for the most part, I prefer the seated leg curl. I just find I get a better stretch in the top, especially leaning forward. Just better overall engagement for the hamstrings. I forget what else. I got some footage playing here. I'm trying to think of everything else I recorded on that leg workout in particular. The next workout I did was the arm workout with a bit of shoulders, and that was at home. So you see me blasting some biceps here. Now this was the final workout that was a deload. So the first round of this plan was a deload for me. It's been a little while since I've done a deload, so basically going like 70%. Now the bicep curl, the barbell curl there, that's one exercise where the last set I did train to momentary muscular failure, close to it, at least a lot closer than I should have, all for the gram. It was all for the gram, but definitely loving the lighting there, the shadowing on the arms, the shoulders, see all the striations there. Overhead tricep extension, that one I stopped well short of failure. That was another good movement. I mean, if I'm at home doing barbells and dumbbells, that's one of my favorite movements, and it used to be back in the day, the advice of tucking your elbows in, keeping them in close together, and hearing a lot of coaches nowadays saying that's not the best approach. You want them flared out a bit more, and ideally cables, and ideally single cables for this. So you're crossing, you're kind of still, elbows are flared out, but you're coming from back behind your head outwards, like away from your body with a single cable at a time. So that would be my preferred method, but at home with the barbell, that worked out fantastic. Workout number 3 was, actually the third workout of the week was workout number 1, chest with a bit of back. So really blasted good here. So a little different than what was in the gym, because in the gym I had heavier dumbbells to play around with. One of the exercise. So the advanced training technique in this month's training plan is loaded stretching. I find that is fantastic, especially when you're trying to deload, recover. It's great for the joints. It's great for strengthening the tendons. So I really like incorporating loaded stretching into our plans a few times throughout the year. So an incline dumbbell bench press was the exercise that was programmed for the gym workouts. I don't have heavy dumbbells here, so I used the machine, a neutral grip there, and held that stretch. That was tough. So 8 to 12 repetitions, and then holding that stretch for as long as you can. It was pretty excruciating because I did push that. That was the first workout that was not a deload. That was pushing it to failure on the last set. So last set, best set approach is what I'm following with. So first 2 sets, nowhere near failure. Last set, freaking balls out effort, everything I got. I'm gonna try to improve upon that from week to week. So after the chest test, so in the gym, I prefer to have the converging chest press. I just did the decline chest press instead. here on the machine. And then we got some seated rows in there, some pull downs. Again, just feeling really good. A little bit different than what I'd be doing. Actually, no, those are exactly what I'd be doing in the gym. I prefer a little bit of a wider grip when it comes to the seated row, but this is suiting me just fine for right now. So good focus form on that. And then today was quads with a bit of hamstrings. Again, I think you saw last week with the deload workout there, starting off with the 1 1/4 rep Bulgarian split squats. So things I'm thinking about during my workout, I'm never thinking about tempo with any of my lifts. I'm just thinking of controlling the movements the best I could. I probably could slow this 1 1/4 Bulgarian split squat down just a little bit, feel the tension a little bit more. I did probably rush through it a little bit, but I'm not counting my tempo. I'm not focused on, well, did I hit 40 seconds of time under tension and maybe counting this. No, I am freaking focused in the moment, feeling the movement, just being very present. I don't want to be distracted by any of that stuff like that. I just want to be in that moment and really soak it all up and give the best of my attention and focus to the exercise at hand. So with the Bulgarian split squat here, focus some extra pressure on the elevated leg back behind you. In the stretch position there, you're going to feel a great stretch in the quads. That can place some tension on the rectus femoris, which really only gets activated when you're doing like leg extensions. So it's great to incorporate that in there. When you have your body upright more and your knees going over your toes, you're gonna get more emphasis on the quadriceps there. So this is a quadricep focused workout. So that's what I do there. If I wanted a hamstring focused workout, I would not allow my knees to go past my toes, and I would lean my body forward more instead of being more upright. So a little tip and trick there that I'm think of while I'm training. And then the leg press, I really love the setup of this leg press here, just the way the platform kind of pivots. It just really super comfortable, allows me to get a great range in there, really again pushing that set to momentary muscular failure. It was a good push. I'm really looking forward to improving upon that next week. So it was a great freaking workout. I'm gonna grab my post-workout meal, head out into the woods with my parents. Last night my dad saw the owls mating, so they're gonna be nesting very soon within the next couple days. So really hoping to see them in action tonight as well. We're having a blast out there. So hopefully get you guys some footage. Chief Dog and I are back home winding down for the night. What an incredible day. What an incredible adventure. So you just saw there, that was the owl that was hooting. You heard them calling to each other. So right around like 5:20-ish, 5:25 when the sun is gone down, they start hooting to each other. They're basically getting ready to mate. And then when it swooped down, it was going down to meet the other owl there to mate, and it's just outside of my screen, like I said earlier. My dad saw them mating the night before, and he just lucked out. Like, he could hear them calling. They ended up flying towards him and mating on a tree right above him. He didn't get clear footage of that. It was dark at that point, and his lens was too zoomed in to get a good shot there. But man, we're spotting them every single night that we go out there. We kind of know their territory. Sometimes they're like deep in the woods, but my eyes, I have trained them well to spot these owls now. Like, it blows me away. It's been a few weeks that we've been out there going into the woods often, and like, now that I know what I'm looking for, like really looking for those horns picking up. So I kind of look for a blob somewhere in the woods, and then see if I can see horns sticking up. So there's lots of blobs. There's lots of like squirrels' nests and nests all around, but you get to know the shape of the owl and the horns sticking up. And man, it's been, every time we're out there, we're spotting the two owls. And a lot of times we're spotting the two owls and a hawk. And the hawk I caught, so we heard both owls hooting the other day, and they were the 2 hours are close together. We're like, it's a little early. It was 4:30. Usually they don't start hooting until like it starts getting dark. What the heck is going on? And so we spot both the owls, and I had my camera on the one owl, and it eventually swooped down. And as it swooped down, it came like right over my head, and right behind it was a hawk chasing it. And then the other owl swooped back behind them and was chasing after the hawk. So it's just interesting seeing all of the dynamics out there, but so freaking cute hearing them hooting and just seeing them out there. It's just, it makes my day. I live for that kind of stuff. I freaking love nature. So after a great hike in the woods with my parents, and of course, Chiefy Dog here, loving the adventure. He's tuckered out after these things, just so much stimulus, like all the scents. So not only is he getting exercise, the walking, but sniffing everything and all the sounds and everything. He is exhausted at the end of those days, those hikes. We had a wonderful dinner. I had 2 salmon pinwheels that were stuffed with some crab, and then the 2 mushroom caps had crab in them as well, and a piece of shrimp on top. I'm not a shrimp fan, but I had them anyways. It's a pretty good little treat, and of course, my furry homie Chiefy Dog got plenty of those treats. Actually, my mom picked him up another treat that he had for dinner there, some sort of little chicken and turkey carrot roll there that he just freaking devoured. So, oh, and I had a craft beer along with that, a porter, a vanilla porter, absolutely freaking delicious from Mill Street, one of my favorite festive seasonal beers that they put out there. So an incredible day all around, just a fun adventure, great training, great activity, great food. I'm feeling a little full after that dinner there for sure, and definitely the craft beer. I think that beer is close to 300 calories there because it's a thick, hearty beer. So we're getting ready to wind down pretty soon. I'm going to turn on the yoga video here, 25 minutes with Sarah Beth Yoga, doing some hip opening, some slow stretching there, and it has, I've made tremendous progress this week. I got some footage from, I don't think I'll record tonight, but I recorded some earlier in the week. So big movements from this particular one, the half pigeon, the frog stretch, there's cow facing legs or something like that. Oh my god, which another one that I'll say. But it's mixed in with some different other cute little poses, like the downward puppy dog or whatever, and then I think it's just a puppy dog pose, and then the child pose, and mixing that in there. But like I definitely noticed last night compared to what you're seeing in the video with the frog pose, where I'm kind of like doing the splits on my knees there. That was earlier in the week, and that was progress from a month ago or so. But last night, like my hips opened up big time. I was able to get a much deeper stretch. Kind of fascinating because I'm talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme during the workout there, and having posters of him on my wall. Like that always fascinated me with his flexibility, his mobility, and him doing the splits and everything. So I kind of been thinking of that as I've been doing that frog pose during some of these yoga sessions there. But it's great because like Sarah Beth in the videos, like during that frog pose, she's like talking about breathing into it, relaxing into it, and like eventually your hips will loosen. You will be able to get deeper, and I am definitely feeling it. It's been truly a blessing to finally put some yoga into practice. It's such a perfect complement to the weight training. Absolutely loving it. Jacked Geek, at the beginning of the lockdown there in March 2020, I did do one of his videos at one point. He's a strong freaking dude who also teaches yoga, like he's a powerlifter, yoga instructor, and also does some great hypertrophy work as well. So it's great seeing a lot of bodybuilders and incorporating yoga as well. I think they are a perfect complement for each other, and so grateful for it. Enough rambling for now. This video's gone on long enough. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. I'd really, really appreciate it. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, do me a favor and share it with them. Again, more than anything, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. So please be sure to share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, share your experiences from this week. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know how it can be of service to you. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you next video.